Single moms, I need you to come to the front. I understand that it's normal. You feel lonely, okay? You want a family. You want a 2-parent household. But I'm gonna need a lot of y'all to slow the fuck down. I am tired of you guys, some of you guys, meeting these men and a week later they're moved in and you got your kids calling them daddy. This is why I say, just because something is normal to feel a certain way doesn't mean you get a hall pass to lose your goddamn common sense. There are 2 reasons why a lot of men target single moms, and I'm going to list the worst one of all last, so hold on a second. The first one is they know that a lot of us are desperate to have these big, beautiful, blended, happy 2-parent families. So if they have kids, they know that because of our desperation, we're going to automatically want to save the day and be Carol Brady and Mary Poppins, and they can offload the responsibility that they have of raising their kids onto us, and they'll take advantage of us. Next thing you know, you're not only being a parent to your kids, but also his kids while he sits on the couch with his hand in his pants playing video games all day. The next reason, and the worst reason they target single moms, is because they want to get to your children. I forgot where I heard this, some TikTok video where they interviewed men who target and assault children, and they say, how do you search for your next victim? And they said they don't necessarily specifically seek out the children, they seek out the moms. The moms who are what? Desperate. You are tired of being alone. You're frustrated because the bills ain't billing and the money ain't moneying. You are, you need a man's attention. You're tired of sleeping alone. You want a 2-parent household, and they prey on that desperation. Oh, Jules, you have to understand patriarchal conditioning. We've been so conditioned to believe, blah, blah, blah. When it comes to children who cannot advocate for themselves, I don't give a fuck about any of that, so take it somewhere else. I have family members right now who are mentally and emotionally fucked up because they had moms who couldn't be alone, and they kept moving men in who took advantage of them. I'm going to need a lot of you moms to figure out something to do that is safe with your time, other than wandering these dating apps and searching the streets for the one to come save the day. And most of the time when these men move in, they don't pay for shit anyway. So you're frustrated because you're paying all these bills alone, and his ass moves in. If he doesn't take advantage of your children, he's not paying the bills anyway. You're frustrated because you're lonely. These men move in and they're talking to their side piece while they're sitting on your sofa. Desperation is the worst thing that can ever happen to you, because it will cause you to make decisions that will put your children in an unsafe situation. And let's say he doesn't take advantage of your children. All of a sudden, he moves in. He wants to be the new sheriff in town. He doesn't love or like the attention you're giving to your children. Now he's talking to you and trying to influence you. And now you're seeing your children as the enemy. And you're screaming and hollering and yelling at them to move the fuck out of your house, so that he can rule the roost. Or you're accusing your own daughter of trying to hit on your man, so now she's your enemy. I've said this a million times. Listen, it's okay to want a man in a relationship. I get it. I'm not fucking dumb. But it becomes a problem when you become desperate. If you don't care about yourself and you want to put yourself in danger, I can't talk you out of that. But there are children who cannot advocate for themselves. They're not equipped to go out in the streets and make a life for themselves when you abandon them. The moment you are so desperate for a relationship that you're willing to put people in danger is the moment that you have gone too far. And if you're a single mom, you automatically have a target on you. Take your time vetting these people. Do a background check. And the unfortunate thing is, even when you do a background check, it's not going to tell you if that person moving in with you is going to be the first time they do something, or all the instances where they've done something, but for whatever reason, those instances weren't reported. They like to villainize women when they say we put our guards up and we protect ourselves. They villainize us. You can't be so guarded. You can't be, fuck that. Yes, we need to be guarded. We don't need to put all our eggs in one basket. We don't need to open up to these dudes and trust them with our children. We need to be careful. And it's patriarchal conditioning that villainizes us when we have our guard up, when we try to protect ourselves. You can't be so closed off. You can't be, fuck that, yes. I've been making this type of content since 2009, and I've heard some horrible shit that has happened to the children of these desperate women. And if those women had been guarded and protected themselves, their children would not have been put through the shit that they went through. And stop thinking that your story is going to be different. Stop thinking that you're going to be the exception. Thinking that you are going to be the exception and that it's going to be different for you is the quickest way to put a target on your back. Your children should be your first priority at all times. If you don't give a fuck about yourself, fine. But your children are depending on you to protect them. That's your first, most important job over wanting to be in a relationship with somebody and post a picture of you guys in matching pajamas. Fuck that. Protect your children.